deeply as you lay back, letting your whole body relax. And just as we do usually at the end of class, I want you to bring your awareness down the length of your body, noticing any muscles or joints that are tight or stiff. Take a deep breath, focusing on that area, let it relax. If it's still sore, just be mindful of it during our practice tonight. Let's draw the heels together, reach the arms overhead, lengthen the body. Reach through the fingertips as you point the toes. Breathe deeply, expanding the ribs out to the sides. And then bend the right knee, hug it in towards the chest. Point and flex the foot. Circle the toes in both directions. And then begin to circle the hip, starting off small and then gradually making bigger circles. Moving in both directions. And then hug the knee back in towards the chest. Bring your hands around to the right hamstring, flex the right foot, and lift the heel up towards the sky, stretching the back of the leg, the calf, the lower back. Breathe deeply. And on your next inhale, slide your hands up, lifting the head, neck, and chest off the mat. So bring your torso towards your thigh. Maybe you can pull that leg in towards the upper body a little bit more. And then slide your hands back down as you lower the head and shoulders. Continue holding onto the right leg with the right hand. Let's take an inhale. And as we exhale, we're opening the right leg out to the right side. Continue breathing here, letting the leg relax down towards the mat. Good. Let's inhale the right leg back up towards the sky. Switch hands and exhale. Cross the right leg over to the left. Keep the right shoulder down on the ground. And let's come back to center. And before we lower the leg down to the mat, we're going to hug it into the chest once more. Bring the right arm inside the right knee, and we're moving into half happy baby. So reach the hand for the top of the right foot, wrapping your fingers around the outside edge. Open the knee slightly so you can bring the sole of the foot up towards the sky, and draw the knee and quad down towards the mat. Keep the left leg on the mat and as relaxed as possible. Good. Let's release and lower the right leg all the way down to the floor. Take a deep breath. Notice the way the right leg feels now compared to the left. And we'll switch sides. Hug the left knee in towards the chest. Start down at the toes and the ankle. And then bring your awareness up the leg to the hip. Begin to rock the leg side to side and then in circles. Go both directions. And then hug the knee back in towards the chest. Bring the hands around to the hamstring. Straighten out the left leg and lift the heel up towards the sky. Feel that stretch down the back side of the leg. And on your next inhale, we're going to lift the head, neck, and chest up, sliding the hands up towards the left ankle. Draw the leg in a little bit closer to the torso. slide the hands and the upper body down. Continue holding the left leg with the left hand, and as you exhale, open the left leg down to the left side. Let's inhale the leg back up. Exhale, switch hands and cross the left leg over to the right. Keep your shoulders grounded. Good, let's come back up. Bend the left knee back in towards your chest. Reach the left arm inside the left knee and thigh, reaching the palm for the top of the left foot. And then pull the knee back and down towards the mat so the sole of the left foot is facing the sky. Let's keep the left leg where it is, holding on to it. We're now going to bend the right knee, moving into happy baby with both legs. So reach the right arm inside of the right leg, grabbing hold of the foot, and then opening up the knee so the foot is facing the sky. Excellent. Let's bring the heels back in towards the glutes, the thighs together. Hug the knees in towards the chest and rock side to side, massaging the back. And chin towards the chest, roll along the length of the spine. Good, and then let's come all the way up to a standing position. Coming into mountain pose at the top of our mat. Take a couple nice deep breaths and we'll move into our sun salutation. So feet are under the hips, shoulders back and away from the ears. Let's inhale. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, lift the arms up, gently arch back. And exhale, forward fold, fingertips down to the mat. Inhale, right leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the right toes, exhaling, left leg back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower, knees, chest, and forehead, or chaturanga. Inhale, slide forward, press through the palms, lift the chest. Exhale, curl the toes, lift the hips up and back, downward dog. Inhale, right leg forward, left knee down, foot flat. And exhale, left leg forward, feet together, look at your knees. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back, and exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the toes, exhaling, right leg back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower, knees, chest, forehead, or chaturanga. Inhale, slide forward, press through the palms, lift the chest. Exhale, curl the toes, lift the hips up and back, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right knee down, foot flat. And exhale, right leg forward, feet together, look at your knees. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the toes, exhaling, left leg back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, slide forward, lift the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg forward, left knee down, foot flat. And exhale, left leg forward, feet together. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, palms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the toes. Exhaling, right leg back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, slide forward, lift the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right knee down, foot flat. And exhale, right leg forward, feet together, look at your knees. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back, and exhale, release. Let's do one more set. Inhale, exhale, palms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the toes, exhaling, left leg back to plank. Inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale, slide forward as you lift the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg forward, left knee down, foot flat. And exhale, left leg forward, feet together. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the toes, exhaling, right leg back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, slide forward, lift the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right knee down, foot flat. And exhale, right leg forward, feet together, look at your knees. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back, and exhale, release. Arms by the side, shoulders back and away from the ears. Let's take a nice deep breath. All right, shake out the legs. We're working a little bit on our balance now while we're still fresh. So let's first practice with chair pose. So chair pose, we're still challenging our balance because we're squatting and we're building strength through the quads, hamstrings, and glutes. So let's bring our hands to prayer position. Shoulders are back and away from the ears. Feet are under the hips. Let's inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to bend the knees, reach the tailbone back behind us as we sink down into this chair or this narrow leg squat. So glance down, make sure you can see the tops of your feet. You can wiggle all of your toes. When you're as low as you can go, tuck the tailbone under slightly so we can flatten out the lower back. And find a point to focus on, something that's not moving. Good, let's take one more breath. And as we exhale, press through the soles of the feet. Let's come all the way up. Shake out the legs. Maybe swing out the arms. Do a couple little swings back and forth. Next, we're going to move into eagle pose. So the base of eagle pose is chair pose. So remember, there's two ways we can move into this. We're going to start by keeping the weight in the left leg and the left foot down on the mat. So you can start from a standing position by crossing the right leg over the left, or you can sink down into your chair and then shift the weight into the left foot and peel the right foot off of the mat little by little, crossing the thighs, and then eventually tucking that right foot behind the left calf, if your balance permits, okay? So make your way into eagle pose with the left foot grounded and rooted down in the mat. And if you're up for a challenge, we're also going to pick up the left arm, elbow at shoulder height, right arm underneath, up, in towards the face, and bring the palms together. So you're twisting your arms just like you're twisting the legs. Keep the elbows up at shoulder height to create space between the shoulder blades and a little upper back stretch. Excellent. Let's take another nice full breath. And then release the hands, the arms, the legs, and come back to mountain pose. Excellent job. Shake it out. Roll out the shoulders. We're going to do the same thing on the opposite side, so you can try approaching the posture the opposite way. So crossing the legs before sinking down or vice versa. Or if you have something that works for you, continue with it, all right? So make your way into eagle pose. Right foot now is rooted to the mat. We're crossing the left leg over the top and tucking the toes behind the right calf. So that can be challenging to get the foot all the way back. So if your feet or if your toes are not touching the back of your calf, that's fine. The lower you go, usually the easier it is to tuck the toes. But again, the more challenging that is on our lower body muscles. So it is about building strength, so try and find that balance. Right hand's going to come up, elbow in line with the shoulder, left hand underneath, up, in towards the face, and then reach the left fingers for the right palm. If when you do that, your elbows sink down towards your body, lift them up. Feel that stretch across the upper back. Excellent. Let's take one more breath. And then we'll release the hands, the arms, the legs. Coming back to mountain. Well done. Shake it out. Roll the shoulders back. And come to the top of your mat if you're not already there. Let's work on our standing posture, starting with triangle pose, right foot back, hip, shoulders, and chest towards the right edge of your mat. Arms extended at shoulder height. Inhale. Exhale. Reach the left fingers towards the top of your mat, and then hinge sideways directly over the left leg. Nice long line down the length of your arms, feeling the stretch through the right side of the torso and the left inner thigh. Inhale. And exhale, press through the feet to lift the torso and arms back up. Keep the left foot where it is. Revolve triangle. Right foot rotates about 45 degrees towards the top of the mat. Hip, shoulders, and chest come forward as you inhale. Exhale, ease the right hand down, reaching for the floor next to the left arch. Maybe placing the right hand along the left shin if that's a little bit more accessible tonight. Open the chest towards the left side of your room. Roll the left shoulder back, stack it over the right. Feel that stretch along the outside of the left leg. And breathe. Let's take one more deep breath. And exhale, press into the soles of the feet. Come all the way up. Good. Keep the arms extended. We're going to walk the right foot back on the mat. Nice wide stance for extended side angle. Inhale. Exhale, bend the left knee. Bring the left forearm or hand down to the mat. Sweeping the right arm forward. Reach through the right fingertips. Tilt the chin and look at the right palm. So if you've got your left hand on the mat, you can really sink the hips down and forward even deeper, intensifying that stretch through the inner thigh. Keep the shoulders stacked as much as possible. So our chest should be facing the right side of our room. Let's take one more breath here. And as you exhale, release, pressing into the left foot, straightening it out. Bring the torso all the way up, windmill your arm down to your side, and roll the shoulders back. Good. Rotate the left foot so our feet are parallel. Take an inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Drop your hands down to the mat for support. Bring the chin towards the chest. Look through the legs. Let the head and neck relax. Feel free to adjust your stance. Walking the feet wider will make this more intense. Walking the feet closer together will take a little of the pressure off. Let's lift the head, neck, and chest so our torso is parallel to the floor. Plant the left hand down on the mat under the center of your chest. Rotate the chest towards the right side of the room and reach the right hand up towards the sky. Keep the knees straight. Good. Let's lower the right hand down. Before we switch sides, inch both hands over towards the right leg, rotating the chest towards the right thigh, letting the head and neck relax. And then walk the hands back through center. Place the right hand on the mat under the center of the chest. Lift the left arm up, rotate towards the left. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And lower the left hand down towards the mat gently. And walk the hands over towards the left leg. Good. Bring the hands back to the center. Use them for support. Let's walk our toes and heels in. And come into a forward fold. So tuck the chin back in towards the chest. Look towards your knees. Let the upper body relax down over the thighs. Walk your hands around to the back of your calves, ankles, or quads, just holding the legs gently. Pull the chest in a little bit closer. Reach the crown of the head down toward the toes. Think about lengthening the spine and torso. And let's release the legs, rounding up slowly, stacking the back. We'll come all the way up. Good. All right, so let's walk our feet about mat width apart. Again, maybe a little bit wider depending on our hip flexibility or our leg length. Toes turned out about 45 degrees. Adjust the toes as necessary throughout the squats. Bring the hands towards the heart. Let's move with our breath. Inhale, sinking down into a squat. Check that alignment. Kneecaps should be pointing towards the middle toe and should be stacked over the ankle. So here's a good time to widen your stance if you need to. Exhale, press through the soles of the feet to lift the torso back up. Move at your own pace. Inhale as you lower. Exhale as you lift. So every once in a while, just take a glance down. Checking your alignment. As we get tired, the knees tend to roll inwards. We don't want that. Good. On your next inhale, let's hold the squat nice and low. Keep breathing deeply. Keep the eyes focused on the point that's not moving. And I want you to keep your torso as steady as possible. So if you were looking in a mirror, you wouldn't know that your body was moving. Now that the torso is steady, I want you to just peel the heels off of the floor and lower them back down. So again, you shouldn't be lifting up. We're not coming out of the squat. We're just moving, activating the calves to lift the heels. So do it a couple times. Certainly feel those calves working hard to keep the body steady. At this point, the quads, the glutes, the hamstrings are all getting warm, getting tired from holding this squat. So let's just do one more heel lift. Lower them back down, and let's exhale, release, come all the way back up. Excellent job. Bring the feet back in under the hips. Shake them out. Let's take a nice deep breath. Good. So we're going to move into our little yogi squat. So again, you can do this by walking the feet about mat width apart and sinking straight down into the squat. Or you can always fold forward, bring your hands to the mat, and use the mat for support as you sink down. So again, sometimes this takes a couple of tries, myself included, to find the right positioning. Remember, we still want our knees and toes pointing the same direction, but the full foot should be in contact on the mat. Our hands are in prayer position. We're using the triceps to assist the knees in pointing towards the middle of the toe, and we're just holding it here, breathing deeply. We're building strength through the muscles along the ankles and feet, stretching out the inner thighs. Let's lower our left hand down to the floor. And now reach the right arm up and over the right leg. Create a diagonal line down the length of the arms. Look over the right shoulder. Don't let the right knee roll inwards. And now bring the right arm down. Tuck the tricep just inside the right knee. Plant the right hand on the mat. And we'll switch sides. Left arm up, over the shoulder. Look back. You guys look great. Keep breathing. And lower that hand down. Excellent. Let's lean forward into the hands so we can lift the hips. And then just walk the legs and feet together. So we're going to come into child's pose. Flatten the tops of the feet to the mat. Sit your hips back on your heels. Take a couple nice deep breaths. Feel that stretch through the front of the feet and ankles. Let's lift our head, neck, and chest up. We're going to come onto all fours so we can do some cat-cows. So let's move with our breath. Exhale, arch the back. Inhale, round the spine. So just a couple times. Use this as a little warm-up for the back of the body. Good, and then come to a neutral spine. We're going to add the arm and leg to continue building strength through the spinal muscles as well as the abdominals. So inhale, right arm, left leg, long. Exhale, bend the knee and elbow, tuck the chin. On your next inhale, let's hold the arm and leg. Keep lifting longer, reaching higher, drawing the abs in a little bit deeper. And let's release. Switching sides, left arm, right leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, arch the back. Draw the knee and elbow together. Good. On your next inhale, let's hold it. Keep the body steady as you continue to reach and lift. One more breath. And lower. Excellent job. Take a nice deep breath here. And we're going to set up for gate pose. So you may want to roll part of your mat in on top of itself. Depending on space in your room, you may want to turn and face the side of your mat. But we're going to keep our left knee grounded and we're going to reach the right leg out to the right side. So let's bring the right hand to the hip. Left arm up, inhale. And as we exhale, reach over to the right side. Find that stretch down the left side of the rib cage, through the right inner thigh. Keeping in mind that our shoulders should be square to the side or the top of the mat. They're facing the same direction as our hips. And let's release. Bring the left hand down to the floor, under the left shoulder, press into the palm. And we're going to do a couple leg lifts tonight, again, to build that strength through the medial glute, that important supporting muscle of the hip. So let's inhale the leg up in line with the body. Exhale it back down. Tap the mat. Inhale up and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale up, hold the leg there, keep breathing deeply, draw the abs in. Right arm can be on the waist or it can be up towards the sky. Let's take one more breath and then lower the foot down. Excellent job. Walk the hands out in front of you for support and then sweep the right leg all the way to the back left corner. Lowering the right knee and sliding it in, tucking it against the left leg. Point the left toes towards the back right corner, create that space for the body, and begin to gradually walk the hips back. So you want to move slowly. This is an intense stretch. So before it gets too deep, we want to know, that's why we want to move slowly. And you can either keep the body suspended in the air, or if you've got one or both sits bones grounded on the mat, you can begin to inch your hands forward. If you're still holding the body up, just bend your elbows and lower the chest down towards the thigh. Feeling that stretch, but it shouldn't be painful. If it's too intense, ease out of it. Good, let's release. Walk the hands back. Let's lower our hips. If they're not there already, we're going to be sliding the legs apart, so this should be a little bit easier to lower the body down. We're ideally stacking our ankles and knees. If that's not happening today, you can stack that left leg anywhere on top of the right, but we do want our hips grounded, and we're going to feel that stretch again through the outside of the hips. So once our legs are in position, let's inhale both arms up and exhale, reach forward as we fold. Drop the hands when you feel that stretch through the outer hip. You might feel this in the inner thighs as well. Breathe into it. Let your body relax as much as possible and work on walking your hands out little by little, lowering the chest towards the legs. Good. Now we'll release. Bring your hands to your sides. Press the hips up. And you might need to bring your hands around for support. And we're going to switch sides. So now our right knee is grounded. We're stepping the left foot out to the left side, rounding our upper body up. Left hand comes to the waist. Right arm up, bicep next to the ear. As we exhale, we're reaching over to the left side. Active all the way down the length of the arm through the fingertips. Breathe. Good. Let's release. And bring the right hand down. Root it deeply into the mat. Again, we're going to do a couple leg lifts. So let's inhale the left leg up and down, up and down. Keep the abs drawn in, up and down. Now let's lift up and hold it there. Good. All right. Lower the foot down. Bring the left hand down to the mat. Use the hands for support as you sweep the left leg all the way to the back right corner, lowering the left knee and drawing it in along the right leg. Point the right toes out to the left and slowly lower the hips down between the space between the ankles. Begin to hinge forward over the thighs, bending your elbows or walking them out in front if your hips are grounded. Breathing deeply. let's lift the head, neck, and chest up. We're now going to slide that right leg, stacking the ankles and knees, or the right leg somewhere on top of the left leg. Shins are parallel to one another. Grounding down through the hips. Let's inhale and exhale. Hinge forward, drop the hands, ease the chest towards the legs, and breathe. Good, let's release, lift the chest up, and now slide the knees further apart. We're going to move into bound angle pose or butterfly pose. Bring the soles of the feet together. Rest the hands on the outside of the feet or ankles. Sit up nice and tall. And on your next exhale, lean forward. Bring the center of your chest down towards your feet. Pull the chin in towards the chest so we can have a nice long spine and the upper back is flat. Good, let's release, lift the chest up, and we're going to swing around and come into a plank position. So let's bring our hands under the shoulders, walk the feet back, coming into our plank, walk the feet a little bit wider, or at least your own foot length apart. Draw the abs in, and breathe. Think about creating that nice long line from the back of your head all the way down to the backs of your heels. Let's rotate into left side plank. Drop the heels down to the left. Maybe you want to bend the left leg and bring the left calf down to the mat for a little bit more support. Reach the right arm up. Focus the eyes and breathe. If you want more of a challenge, you can stack the right foot on top of the left, or you can float that foot up towards the sky. Excellent. Let's transition back to our plank. Both hands under the shoulders, balls of the feet on the mat. And we'll switch to the right side. Roll the heels to the right, press into the right hand, lift the left arm up. Feel free to take a modification. Good. Let's come back to our plank. Take a nice deep breath. And exhale, hips up, downward dog. Pedal your heels. Stretch the backs of the legs. All right, so steady the feet. Root down through the hands and the left foot. We're going to do a couple leg lifts to work on strengthening the right glute. So let's lift the right heel up and down. So keep the leg straight. Think about lifting from the glute. Your leg is a long lever. Inhale up, exhale down. A couple more. The foot can be flexed or it can be pointed. It's totally up to you. Let's do one more. Lift the foot up. This time bend the knee. Draw the knee in towards the chest. And let's lower it down between the hands. Relaxing the left leg back. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, hinge forward. Relaxing deeper into pigeon pose. inhale, head, neck, and chest up. Anchor the right hand to the mat just outside the right knee. Let's bend the left leg, so turning on the hamstring and glute to lift the foot up. And then reach back with the left hand, drawing the foot in towards the torso, feeling that stretch down the front of the left thigh and hip flexor. Think of reaching the left hip down towards the mat. And release the foot, bring the left hand forward, and let's step back to downward dog. Okay, now let's do a couple leg lifts on the left side. So let's inhale the leg up and lower. Keep the hips square, so don't let the torso or the abdominals rotate towards the left side when you lift the left leg. Remember, we want to keep the leg straight. We're lifting from the glute, so the rest of the body should remain steady. On your next inhale, hold the leg high, bend the knee, pull it in towards the chest, and let's lower it down between our hands. Relax the right leg back. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward and breathe. Good. Let's gently release, lifting the chest, walking the hands back, planting the left hand outside the left thigh, bend the right leg, reach back with the right hand, draw it in towards the torso, and breathe. Excellent. Let's release the foot, sit down into the left hip, swing the legs around, and roll the shoulders back on the mat. Bring your arms down alongside your body, rotate the palms down to the mat, and then gently slide them a couple inches under the outsides of the hips and lower the legs down to the mat. We're going to do some double leg lifts, so both legs together. If at any point you'd like to switch to single alternating leg lifts, go right ahead. Let's move with the breath. Inhale, legs up, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, down, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, up, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, down, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, up, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, down, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, up, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, down, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, up, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, down, 2, 3, 4. Last one. Inhale, up, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, down, 2, 3, and 4. Heels on the mat. Release the hands. Tuck the shoulder blades under. Take a nice deep breath. And from here, we're going to lift up into shoulder stand. Feel free to slide your mat towards the wall and do legs up the wall if you prefer a more restorative version of this posture. Or you can, of course, remain laying down. Lift into shoulder stand when you're ready, drawing the knees in towards the torso, bending the elbows, bring the hands to the lower back, walking them up the back of the body until the hips are stacked over the shoulders, and then lift the feet up.
Point and flex the feet a couple times, let your calves and ankles relax. And then bring one leg in towards the face, reach away through the opposite leg. And gently switch directions. And then lower the toes down to the mat overhead, coming into plow pose. And then bring the palms down to the mat, bend the knees in towards the face, slide the legs down the front of the body, gradually lowering the back, the tailbone, and the soles of the feet to the mat. Tuck the shoulder blades under, walk the heels in so you can reach the fingertips and rest them on the back of your heels. We're going to move into bridges, so let's take an inhale and exhale, pressing through the soles of the feet, turning on the glutes and the hamstrings. Lift the hips up, up, up towards the sky. Draw the knees together slightly so the inner thighs are engaged, helping keep the body lifted. And now we're going to shift the weight into the left foot so we can lift the right knee up towards the sky and straighten out the leg, lifting the toes all the way up. Keep pressing through the left foot. And release. Bend the knee, lower the foot down to the floor. Hold the bridge, lift your hips up. They've probably sunken down just a little bit. So with both feet on the mat, lift the hips a little higher. And now we'll switch sides, shifting the weight into the right foot. Lift the left knee, then straighten it out. Toes up towards the sky. Keep pressing down through the right foot. And bend the knee, lower the left foot down to the floor. Press through both feet. Lift the hips back up as high as you can. Keep breathing. Keep the muscles of the face relaxed. And now gently lower the back and hips down to the floor. Hug both knees in towards your chest. And breathe. Rock side to side. And now open the knees away from one another. We're going to go back into happy baby just as we began class, grabbing a hold of the tops of our feet. Bring the feet away from one another, soles of the feet towards the sky. Draw the knees back in towards the floor. Feel that stretch to the inner thighs. And then bring the heels towards the glutes, the thighs together, and lower the feet to the mat. Let's cross the right leg on top of the left so our thighs are connected. Our knees are crossed just as if we were seated in a chair. Bring your arms out to the sides and we're gently lowering the knees down to the left side for a gentle spinal twist, keeping the shoulders grounded. And let's bring the knees back up. And switch sides. So right foot is on the mat, left knee on top of the right, and gently lower the knees down to the right side. And let's release. And lower the legs down to the mat, heels about mat width apart, arms halfway between the hips and the shoulders.
Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, letting your whole body relax, including your brain. Turn it off. Let go of all outside thoughts, plans, and ideas. And if they pop up, just acknowledge them and let them go. Bring your awareness back to your breath, back to your body. Bring your awareness all the way down your body to your feet and mentally repeat after me. My toes, feet, and heels are releasing and relaxing. My toes, feet, and heels are released and relaxed. My ankles, calves, and knees are releasing and relaxing. My ankles, calves, and knees are released and relaxed. My thighs, hips, and buttocks are releasing and relaxing. My thighs, hips, and buttocks are released and relaxed. My abdomen and lower back are releasing and relaxing. My abdomen and lower back are released and relaxed. My fingers, hands, and wrists are releasing and relaxing. My fingers, hands, and wrists are released and relaxed. My forearms, elbows, and upper arms are releasing and relaxing. My forearms, elbows, and upper arms are released and relaxed. My chest, back, and shoulders are releasing and relaxing. My chest, back, and shoulders are released and relaxed. My neck, head, and face are releasing and relaxing. My neck, head, and face are released and relaxed. My mind is calm, my breathing is even, and I am completely relaxed.
to your body. Begin to move your fingers and toes. Gently stretch your arms overhead. Lengthening the body. Awakening it. And then gently roll onto your right side. Take a couple nice deep breaths here. And then press back up to a seated position. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Peace Peace Peace. Namaste. Great job tonight, everybody. Thank you for working hard. It's great. Another great night, great class. I hope you're feeling good too. So I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you all next week.